What's up? Greg Hellbeck here. This is the REI weekly deal breakdown, which is every week I talk about a piece of property that I bought and sold or bought and rented. And this week I'm going to talk about a property in Connecticut, actually, in Stamford, Connecticut. So I'll give you the skinny on this thing. How did I find the deal? How did we sell the deal? What was the profit margin? And you can take this and apply it in your business. So if you're not familiar with me, my name is Greg Hellbeck. Bought and sold well over 100 houses. I own rentals. I've been doing this for a while. And the goal of this video or these videos is to bring value and share real examples of real estate deals in action, not just theory. So if you get value from this video, if you can subscribe to my channel and like the video, it would mean a lot to me. So let's talk about this property in Stamford, Connecticut. So long story short, got a call from the seller, and the property was a complete disaster. It was like I think it was like a bungalow style. No, it was like a ranch house. I actually went there, but it was a junky house in a great area, and it was in South Stamford, yeah, right by the water. And the property owner lived, I think, in Mississippi or they lived in Arkansas. The seller lived in Arkansas, and they inherited this property somehow. And they called it direct mail. It was a direct mail postcard. And they said, hey, I got this property. I want to sell it. And it's basically a knockdown or a full gut. And I looked at the property, and it was in a pretty good area, flood zone, because it's near the water. But anyway, I forget the numbers on it. But basically, there were two options. You could buy the house and knock it down and build something pretty big, or you could just do a gut rehab and pretty much make the thing, modern and sell it. So ended up locking it up. We had a little competition on the deal. I was competing with a builder, and I ended up getting the house somehow, some way, God willing, and got it under contract. And I really didn't know the Stamford market that well. So I hit up a buddy of mine. Actually, I put a post on a Facebook group, and a mutual friend who I ended up knowing through the grapevines. And anyway, he reached out to me, and we ended up partnering on the deal. He brought a buyer to the table. I actually went to this property and met the buyer. I was in the area, and I just figured, screw it, let me just check this thing out. So I looked at the property, I met the buyer there. Somehow the seller's attorney was there. I met her there too, and she was cool as hell. And we ended up assigning it for like $30,000 bucks. I think it was a $30,000 deal, maybe 32, something like that. Pretty quick deal, pretty easy deal. Not a lot of drama on this thing. Buyer closed, seller did everything she said she was going to do. We ended up making $32,500 or something like that on the deal. And here's some lessons I learned. Number one, if you mail enough people, you will get smoking hot motivated seller leads. Obviously, not all leads are great, but if you mail enough, you're going to get great opportunities. I think this came from like a PropStream list or a list source list or something like that, just a plain Jane list, and turned into money. Lesson number two is collaborate with your competition. In this scenario, I didn't know the Stamford market too well at the time. I know it much better now. And instead of me jerking around trying to find some buyer I might not have known, I hit up someone, or someone hit me up and said, hey, I got someone for this house. And we ended up making a deal and I'm making money with a buddy and forming a relationship. Adam, if you're watching, you're the man. Bob, if you're watching, you're the man too. Adam Devine and Bob LaChance did the deal with me. So anyway, that's the second lesson is do deals with your friends. It's really fun to make money with your friends. It's awesome. I've been doing it for years. So on that note, if you have a deal in Connecticut or New York or Delaware and you want to JV with me, hit me up. Email me, greg@velocityhousebuyers.com. If you're interested in like doing one-on-one coaching with me or consulting work or whatever the case might be, send me an email to greg@velocityhousebuyers.com. Love to see if we'd be a fit. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope this brought some value to you. I try to keep this one pretty short and sweet. Direct mail lead, wholesale deal. You're going to get deals if you mail enough people and obviously work with people in your local market. You can do more together versus against each other. I hope you have a good day and I hope you enjoyed the video.